Hello, welcome back to this channel. Today we'll be talking about an interesting event that happened in Anambra State, where a python received a huge sacrifice at a river in Anambra State. You know, we wonder sometimes in this modern day and time how such kind of practice still take place. You know,
Please subscribe. Share this video. Subscribe to this channel. Tell your friends to subscribe to this channel. Subscribing to this channel is very, very free. Please subscribe. I'm begging you in the name of God. Please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe.
You know, I saw the video of where the python came out of the river, such a huge python, and received such large amount of sacrifices. Man, it was indeed a sight to behold. As I also saw a list of traditionalists on their white attire, holding some sort of leaves with chalk written all over their body. And one of our correspondents happened to interview one of the traditionalists, and he said those chalks and the items they had on their hands were for protection and a way they commune with the gods. Man, in this video, you see all that, how the python came out of the river to take the sacrifice that was offered to it, how the traditionalists paid a lot of respect and offered prayers to the python. You will also see how the python, you know, danced out of the water and also danced back joyfully. Man, Anambra State is one of the 8 most populous states in the nation. You know, it's nicknamed Light of the Nation, and it's made up of a lot of industrious young men and women. You know, if you've been to Anambra State, you will tell how they work so hard, especially those in business aspects, the Nnewi automobile market, the Onitsha main market. You see how these people work day and night. And rumors have it that that's because of these special tributes they pay to the python in turn blesses them and offers them good fortune. But this, I don't know how true it is. But just like I said earlier, rumors, you know, have it that a typical Anambarian would normally pay a lot of tribute and respect to the python. This would also marvel you that in Anambra State, in some part of Anambra State where the python is worshipped, that you do not inflict pain on this python. When you see them on the road, you don't throw stones, you don't use weapon to hit them, you don't even kill a python. You don't kill them. If you mistakenly kill them, they will be buried like humans. You do a lot of rites, a lot of sacrifices will be offered before that python can be buried, because the python is said to be to live amongst them in harmony and in peace. And some persons also rumor that the python provides some sort of protection to the Anambarians. I will also want to this video also go a long way in throwing more light about a particular aspect of Anambra State where this particular sacrifice was took place. Where this particular sacrifice took place in Anambra State. That would be the Enugu town, which is a town in Njikoka local government. As we know, Anambra State is made up of about 21 local governments. So Njikoka is one of the local governments where python is highly reverent, like it's highly worshipped. You know, it's believed that instead of you to kill a python, you rather kill a human. They see the python as a god, as something one should not joke with, no matter what. That's why in this video you will see how they paid a lot of tributes to this python. How the python majestically came out of the water, stayed in their midst among the traditionalists, and why they were all bowing down at the python, and then the python went round the traditionalists and also went back to the river. What a sight to behold. The Enugu town, its name was coined from the fact that it is located on top of a hill. That is how they got the name, and the town looks down on the earth. The Enugu people believe that the python is their god, as an interview was conducted on a traditionalist in the person of Pa Francis Anisiobi, who is also a traditionalist from the Urunebe village in Enugu. He said that their forefathers worshipped the python, and that they were all made to understand that the python is the god they see on earth and must be reverenced, must be worshipped. That hurting a python is like hurting the whole nation, is like hurting thousands of persons, and there are dire consequences to that. He also explained why pythons are not killed in Enugu. He said that our forefathers came into the world and saw that pythons were not killed in this area because the python belonged to the shrine, and whoever killed it would be enveloped by problems. You just can't imagine the kind of problem that will befall you if you mistakenly kill a python. According to him, he said, if a python is killed, the person that kills the python faces a lot of misfortune, from financial failure to unfortunate death of family members, down to even the death of the person that killed the python. That a lot of misfortune will definitely befall that person. That the consequences are so outrageous that one wouldn't even think of killing a python, considering the overwhelming consequences that comes with killing a python from that town. He also said that whoever kills a python in Umuri as a whole will be required to do certain things to free himself from the disastrous consequences of the act. That first of all, that some native doctors will be consulted for divination, and he will be told what to do. He will organize burial rites for the python and bury it like at the shrine, with lots of sacrifices, ranging from killing of cow, killing of goats, offering of cow rings, and a whole lot of items will be offered before that python can be buried. He also said some persons that mistakenly kill a python, not deliberate, and also not exempted from this, that in fact the penalty is outrageous, that even a chicken would also be brought to the shrine to consult with the gods first before even carrying out the burial rites for the python. That if the person is having difficulties due to the fact that he or she has killed a python, after this sacrifice has been done, that those misfortunes would definitely stop. But come to think of this, you also have to understand that the Anambra state government have something to say about this act that happened today. In an interview with the governor, Charles Soludo, he said he is not aware of a number of these acts in his state, but he would give a report on that when he has full evidence and concrete findings on the worship of this python and a lot of sacrifices that need to be done before a python can be buried. He said he also assured Anambarians and members of the public that full information about this traditional act will be made known to the public in due time. Anambarians also who are said to be Christians are also not in support of this particular act. As we also interviewed an Anambarian who happened to be married to someone from the Enugu town. She said that when she first visited the town after her marriage to her husband, she was welcomed at night, actually, when she was asleep. She said a python came and welcomed her, sort of. She noticed there was a cold object on her body, and then she quickly woke up, turned on the light, and saw that it was a huge python sleeping beside her. That was her first time coming to the village, and so she shouted and screamed for help. And then her mother-in-law rushed out with some other persons in the house, came out to trying to find out why she screamed so loud in the middle of the night. And then she said she felt a cold object touching her skin, and when she turned on the light, it was a python. And they all saw the python, and they were like, oh, no. The python is just here to greet you. It's just here to welcome you. It's your first time coming to the town. It's just here to welcome you. Just stay, feel safe and stay relaxed that the python will not harm you. And she expressed so much fear, for a first timer coming to such a place, being welcomed by a python in such a way. There was no prior information that she also said if she was informed that this is what would happen that night, at least she would have stayed awake and stay on alert. Hopefully she wouldn't be so scared, but she was frightened because she didn't expect to see such an event took place. So this is just one person that was not pleased with the sight of the python, just few days after her marriage to her husband. Another interview too from a student in the area said her first day arriving to that town, she saw a very big python across the road, and she attempted to throw a stone at it. Immediately, a friend held her hand and asked her not to do that they do not inflict pain on the python, as the python is seen to be a friend of the community, a protector of the community, as the python belongs to the shrine and belongs to their forefathers. Therefore, any form of pain, such as throwing of stones, using of sticks to hit, or anything at all, shouldn't be inflicted on the python. She expressed so much shock on how, considering the fact that we're in modern days, people still cling to such kind of practices. Well, that is it. Different community and their different lifestyles, the different practices. What do you think about this practice? Do you think worshipping of python in this modern day is ideal? Do you really think the python is actually their protector? Do you really think that do you really believe the fact that if you inflict pain on a python, you experience a lot of misfortune, a lot of the consequences are obviously outrageous, according to the traditionalist that was interviewed? What do you think? Well, as you can see, a lot of things happen daily in the world. Different tales unfold. I would really love to know your opinion about this story of the python of Enugu. I would like to know what you think about it on the comment section. Please do drop your comments. This will go a long way in giving us a better insight on this practice. Do you think it should be discontinued? Or do you think it's a welcome development? Would you rather think more people should go into such practice? Please share your opinion with me in the comment section. Thank you.
Subscribe. Please subscribe. Share this video. Subscribe to this channel. Tell your friends to subscribe to this channel. Subscribing to this channel is very, very free. Please subscribe. I'm begging you in the name of God. Please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe.